Oh, okay. Hi. Okay. Oh my God. So, let's talk about some stuff here. That's too dark. I need to fix that. Oh my God. Oh man. I came in like 2 hours early. Excuse me. You know what? Let me drink a little more. Ugh.
Info text MCHER 100. You don't sound well. Metaverse. You should go home. End of line.
Oh my gosh. Majenko, thank you for the 100 bits. Okay. Oh man. So I came in about 2.5 hours early today so that I could, now that's too bright, so that I could record a mail video. And I thought it was going to be a nice simple mail video. Turned out it wasn't. Because the very last package that I opened, which I thought was, again, going to be nice and simple, it contained a surprise I was not expecting. A ton of calculators with batteries that were all starting to leak that had to be immediately removed. So it would have all gone fine had I not had to do emergency operations on every device that was sent to me there. Oh. So that really stretched out the time that it took to do that and then get it ready. So, yeah. Thankfully, none of the devices it looked like are actually that bad, so they'll be okay. But yeah. Oh, man. But yeah, so that was last minute little, uh-oh, better solve that. So I just got everything set up here so that we can continue today, but I do need to swap out the recording drives from the mail video here. So give me one moment for that. Oh, man. Also, yeah, I didn't have a chance to eat breakfast because I was too busy yoinking batteries. So I was just cramming down that real quick, like, before we continue today. Sidebar for the person who sent me the super chat on Friday. Again, my apologies for it not being announced and me missing it. I don't know if I missed the potential notification for that my own API should have given me. I did see it showed up in chat, and I just would not have recognized the way that super chats work. I will now keep that in mind. But it turned out the way that the YouTube API works was different from what I was expecting. And this entire time I've been undervaluing super chats as far as the way that they are read out loud, because YouTube gives you super chat values in amount micros, which are like, I don't know, 1/10 of a cent or something as the integer value. So you have to do some weird math on it. Sorry, my fingernail just got like completely destroyed by something. So I was accidentally doing the math wrong and making everything 100 times less valuable than it should have been, I think. So, oops. Okay. I think we're ready to go now. So yeah, let me just real quick hit a button. Okay, that all looks good. Oh wait, I don't have video capture set up for the 8514. Bear with me for one more moment. So you have your sneaky stealth view down in the corner. YouTube gives you the amounts in Yetocent. Yeah, it's amount micros is what their API calls it. It's very weird. I don't know why they do it, because they don't convert it to like a mezzanine currency value. They just leave it. In this case, it was euros, so it was still 20 euros, and the value was 20 million or 20 billion or whatever it is. So, 1/1,000,000th of a major unit, yeah. It's something ridiculous like that. It's too many zeros. Humans can't recognize that many numbers. This seems like a normal PT stream to me. Hey, yesterday I had this half set up before stream. The part that I'm currently setting up was set up before stream yesterday. I just, again, mail video took a turn. Was not able to know in advance that I would be doing battery surgery on everything. And of course, every weird old calculator has different kinds of screws and different types of openings, and you gotta figure out how they work. So, you know, it's not like just, oh yeah, pop the thing off and slide the battery out. So, all right. Plugging all the things in. There's a lot of things to plug in. I literally could not use a laptop that doesn't have just like normal ports. I don't know how people do it. Hey, Digital Ice Age. You want to see something funny, Digital Ice Age? One moment, let me log in, and I gotta type in my super secret squirrel password, blah, 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 blah. Did that work? No, of course not, because my laptop keyboard's bad. I am annoyed at my laptop keyboard. It's so bad. Okay. Ben, you'll appreciate this too. This would have been really funny to have for the scanner video. Like, really funny. Like, why didn't I do a mail video earlier funny? I mean, this part kind of sucks, but this is IBM publishing software from 1989. Oh, just word processing and you will hate it? You can't put pictures in the word processing? Isn't the whole goal to do a document and then put pictures in it from the scanner? So it goes on the archive pile? I have no idea. I can look at that later. I'm going to resist complaining about the thing so I don't have people try to tell me how to fix a thing when I don't care how to fix a thing. I just want to complain about the thing. If I complain about the thing silently, though, that means I get to complain about the thing without people trying to tell me how to fix the thing. Ooh, that's perfect. The thing is very annoying. I don't like the thing. They should fix the thing, the people who have the problem with the thing. But the thing is very obnoxious, and I'm tired of having to correct the thing every time. There we go. And button. Okay. One more here, projector preview, BMD HDMI, and now we should be good. Okay. Nope, oh. Huh, okay, that's weird. Yeah, that next to your right elbow right now, that's amazing. That was legal to ship batteries these days, which raises questions about how shops get deliveries. It is illegal. You are not allowed to ship batteries in, installed in a device where they are in circuit. You are correct. But you know what else? Ignorance is bliss. There's a later version of Display Area Composer I think could do graphics, but in Display Area itself, purely text mode. Huh. In embedded image, you wouldn't be able to see it in context. Just print it. Weird. Sounds like we're talking about Windows. It's not Windows. It's actually strictly a Linux problem. You need to feed the thing, and then you feed the thing to another thing. Thing fixed, yeah. I'm not looking for a solution. I'm looking for a stress relief. Okay, so I have had literally no time to work on this at all because nothing went smoothly. So I think the first thing we're going to do today is fire this all back up and see if it's still just as slow as it was yesterday. So for those of you who may not have been here yesterday, allow me to fill you in. Dumb computer. Monitor that can accept dumb video signal. Other monitor that's connected to dumb computer. And they all work together in a nice, happy family thanks to AutoCAD. There you go. Okay, more seriously. I have a setup here because the 8514 in the PS2 does not work in the VGA address space. It is possible for software, AutoCAD in this instance, to be able to address it independently of the internal or standard VGA address range, which means this computer can drive 2 VGA CRTs at once. So what we are currently experimenting with is utilizing AutoCAD's capability to do this and demonstrate early multi-monitor functionality. There are other ways to do this, and this is probably the least supported way of doing this, but that means that if I ever want to see this working, I should do it now because I will never set up this PS2 like this again, most likely. So we're just trying to get this over with while I remember how to do it and currently know how to set it all up to do it. So looks like that is still good. Let's see, is this good? That needs to have phase set. One moment. That monitor always makes a horrendous buzzing when it first turns on. I'm sure it's fine. It probably likes the, 720 or 768 interlaced signal. Least supported but most fun way to do it. It kind of is. Majeko. There's no shame in admitting you hate the PS2. As long as it's not the Sony one. The Sony one. The Sony floppy drives are one of the worst parts about a PS2. What are you talking about? They're the things that always die. I had to blow my nose again. Oh my gosh. It's ridiculous. Okay. We actually don't want to look at video capture for the moment. PlayStation joke. I don't know. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm too deep into this right now. I can't see the forest for the trees. I should have got that. What if you're trying to fit PS2 floppy into a Sony PS2? Yeah, there, Majeko had to spell it out for me. Gonna take another minutes of loading a few lines. That's the thing, I don't know. So let's go ahead and boot up, not Windows, CD ACAD, all right? And then we'll ACAD and see what happens. All right, boom. Okay. So we're going to edit an existing, you know, Ben, do you know how to launch the AME or whatever to view like fancy pants 3D models? Or am I already doing that with the airplane? Because I have no idea. Here, I'm going to go ahead and turn this so you guys can see it a little easier. There we go. Well, that's an option in the clicky menu and viewing the drawing. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and do edit an existing drawing again. Name of drawing, I'm going to hit enter. No, we can't list drawings. So let's do 6, file utility, list drawing files, enter file specification. What are you talking about? star.dwg? Okay. So we got house, meshes, tutorial. You know what? Let's load tutorial. Okay, to edit existing drawing, tutorial dot, you know what, I think just tutorial, no, dot DWG, don't chance it. Okay. Drawing editor, okay. So, we are loading the second display again, over here. I want to hear some curse looking through the display right manual? Oh no. oh no. What? I don't see an entry for insert image or anything, but there's insert voice note. What? That's amazing. Can the sound source run backwards and I can just scream into the little speaker box? Can I build it into the bottom of the mouse and fulfill Scotty's dream of computer? That's hilarious. Need the IBM voice communicate. Oh, screw that. Hey, look, it drew a thing. Wow, it's so impressive. Oh, it's so slow. Let's look at it be slow together. Oh, man. Such power. Such grace. It really makes you think, gee, this computer was worth it. Hey, at least this one's going to use multiple colors. Tutorial is probably going to look better than everything else. Is this loading over a 300 baud modem? That's the thing. I really don't know what the problem is here. So, it is not accessing the hard drive that much at all. So, I don't know what it's doing here. It's going to snipe you into buying more PS2 nonsense, so I tried. I tried to buy a speech adapter, but it turned out it was an ISA version. So I came close, because if I could get what basically amounted to a speak and spell on an MCA card, I'm there. I'll do it, but not an ISA card. But there's no point in that. Plus, I went for too much money for just boring ISA card. It was nah. Who cares? The PS2 is fun because it's stupid. Is there any information in the manual? There's a lot of information in the manual. There's too much information in the manual. So, build that MCA sound blaster. No, that's not a speech synthesizer. Big difference. It's not a sound card. It's a speech synthesizer. It's probably the same as what's in the TI-99 4A, actually. The manual like has only one. Yeah, so here's the thing, Fire Chris. About this much of this is manual. It's thicker than the computer. You're close. It actually almost is. If we include the Windows manual and the bonus manuals, it might actually be. This is live. This is, in fact, live. Oh, there's more colors. Okay, this is kind of cool. I think the tutorial is going to be the coolest thing. Showing what I can only presume is a tank. I think it's a hinge, but I'm not sure. I want to check a thing. Let's see. Why is Firefox adding this stupid VPN button? Oh my gosh, why is this so slow? Where's the chat? YouTube chat is empty. So this is being multicast streamed between YouTube and Twitch. Most of the chatters are over on Twitch. On screen, the two chats are merged. Only take a day to load and render. I didn't check if this was more, oh, look, green. I didn't keep track if this is bigger or smaller than the airplane one. So Writers 4 manual doesn't mention graphs, charts, graphics, or images at all. It's unhinged is what it is. Do not bead blast. They're saying, okay, so that's funny. They're adding notes to the document saying to deburr it and then basically don't use a sandblaster. And if I didn't say it, Majenko, thank you for the 100 bits. Oh my gosh. See, when it actually draws, it's not slow about it. And unlike the other things, I feel like this is actually a 2D drawing. So there's no way it's culling stuff in the background. So what is it wasting so much time on? Because there's no way all of these dimensions are specified in 3D. That ain't happening. And definitely not the notes either. Switch between real and protected mode frequently, or swapping memory through very, very slow memory manager. So we do have the IBM XMA thing loaded, but double precision floating point. Is Windows up to something? Windows is not running. This is DOS only. Is that PS2 vanilla or is it 46 board? So it is the 386 16 megahertz with the 387 installed alongside. So it's back to the original CPU, which I'm sure if I put the blue lightning in there, it would be faster. But I really don't think that should be necessary. Oh, at the end of the stream yesterday, Dziak asked about the system requirements. That's just like not a thing. That's not printed on there. So yeah, that would not be in there. I can look. But yeah, that's not how that works. If you have to ask about the system requirements, your computer isn't powerful enough to run it. That's the thing, Q. There are not going to be any, most likely. Okay. Required equipment, so page 4. Let me look in the big book of AutoCAD here. And by big book of AutoCAD, I mean, good Lord. Okay. So, excuse me, what? They're like, here's multi-monitor, here's the Shelby setup. Here's the pleb setup where you got to switch between screens. Okay. Credit card, computer, telephone for colleague support, and credit card for bank support. Yeah. Registering your workday after you sit for 30 minutes. Yeah, oh, hey, it actually finished. There's no way this is correct. And then it does this. Okay, Ben, since I don't know who has actually used AutoCAD here or not. What would happen if I just click dragged in the area right now? Would it pan? Because I don't know. Last time I tried to do something, it looked like it was going to take 3 million years to reload because it was going to redraw the whole thing. So I'm a little apprehensive about trying to do anything at this point. Okay, if you're using the 640K DOS version of AutoCAD, you can install additional memory that is not addressable by MS-DOS or PC-DOS. Dude, what if it's not using EMS? Oh my gosh, what if it's only using 640K of RAM? What if it doesn't support the XMS nonsense? What if I would be better off running it under Windows so that all of the memory is like handled in the background? That would cause more disk swapping? No, Windows 2 doesn't do the disk page file. So the DOS installation guide, I can look at that. Installation, oh, it is literally called Installation and Performance Guide. So perhaps this is maybe important. See the full 6 megabytes? How do you know? It does say 386 DOS extender right there. I don't know what that means in practice. We can't just like read the manual on stream because this is like nearly 200 pages, so that's not happening. Performance, physical memory, and performance. Okay, let's go to page 63 here and just see if there's anything that like stands out as obvious for what the problem might be. Okay, performance. This chapter describes ways to maximize speed and efficiency of AutoCAD 386. Physical virtual memory using DOS correctly. That could be us. Memory use. Hoping for a read along with AutoCAD. I mean, we're kind of getting that still, but I need to, like, I can't just read the entire thing. Okay, 386 runs on a machine equipped with at least 2 megabytes of physical memory. Hey, look, system requirements. Assumes at least 1 megabyte of extended memory beyond the first memory. Conventional memory system is dedicated to AutoCAD. Original memory lets you edit larger drawings with fewer disk access. We approximately calculate based on drawing size. DOS extender. AutoCAD uses full 32-bit address to the 386 chip. Up to 16 megabytes. Some systems attempted to access more than 16 megs may crash the system. Okay, to run it, you have to have 2 megs. 1 megabyte must be extended memory reserved. When all RAM is used, AutoCAD begins to page executable code and data to disk. The installation of more RAM will improve performance by reducing the need to virtualize memory. Most customers find 4 megabytes is the minimum needed for satisfactory performance in design and production work. We recommend adding additional RAM as a single most effective means of tuning your system for improved performance. Virtual memory is the sum of available physical memory and free disk space, blah, 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 blah. As a rule of thumb, virtual memory used by AutoCAD will be at least 3 times. Is there a way for me to see virtual memory utilization? Using AME, you need an additional 1.1 megabytes. ADI drivers use, okay. We're getting up there. Performance loss with 16-bit memory. Since AutoCAD 386 is designed to run on 32-bit workstations under extended memory DOS, it may not perform so well on 36-bit machines with 16-bit memory. Hey, is that me? I don't know. In general, 16-bit memory is slower than 32-bit memory by a factor. Presence of 16-bit memory in the system itself is not a factor. Performance loss, blah, 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 blah. AutoCAD operates in protected mode, used to execute code, must run at speed as low as memory present in machine's address space, slow 60-bit memory, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I got it. Your factorial, you need fast RAM. 386 is a virtual memory system, which means that temporary pages, the program automatically written to your hard disk, swap file. There can also be something Both paging systems discuss virtual memory management on page 70. Okay. Disk space requirements, don't care about that. I'm going to go over to page 70. You have 32-bit bus machine. That doesn't tell me anything. I don't know. I don't know what to know offhand. Yeah, there's 6 megabytes in there. We could, in theory, add 12 more? I'm not sure. Memory is 32-bit? Okay. Virtual memory man. Virtual memory system. Some of the pages of the program automatically written to your hard disk when there's not enough physical memory to hold them all. These pages move back into physical memory as needed. And other pages, usually the ones not recently used, are written to the disk. AutoCAD employs 2 ways of doing page memory. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, but how do I see how much virtual memory I am currently using? When AutoCAD has used all available RAM, the virtual memory manager begins paging out. Consequently, out of RAM message while you're running AutoCAD with large drawings probably means the swap directory on a hard disk position with insufficient space. Check you have smart drive running. Running or not running, because it should not be running. I've very fine-tuned the auto execs and config sys, but we can check that. So when AutoCAD starts up, the memory manager 386 VMM creates a swap file of 400 kilobytes in the root directory of the current disk drive. Default location set by thingamajig. Same time, swap file of 100 bytes called swap reserve file is created. Both files are in the same directory. When AutoCAD cannot enlarge the swap file, post an error message, gives you the option of saving your changes. I really feel like with 6 megabytes of RAM, we shouldn't be running out of that, or hitting that. Well, I'm not sure about that, Helencroft. So it says out of RAM. When AutoCAD 386 has used all available RAM, the virtual memory manager begins paging out to a swap file on your hard disk. Consequently, an out of RAM message while you're running AutoCAD with large drawings probably means the swap directory in the hard disk. The swap is on a directory hard disk with insufficient space. So I think the swap file is included in that. So I have never seen out of RAM on there, but also my hard drive is huge. So I don't know. What I'm wondering is if maybe I should try setting the swap disk to a floppy disk, and then we can see if it tries to access it on that. DOS extender switches 81. We don't see the HDD light? Not really, no. Okay, DOS extender built into 386. We reconfigured switches enter from the command line from menu base. These alter the AutoCAD executable ACAD and should therefore be changed only when necessary. Default switches. Swap chunk. When AutoCAD starts up, the swap check switch tells the extender not to check for available swap space on the hard disk. AutoCAD has auto swap something or another. We don't care about minimum swap size. This tells it where to swap. Int map switch. This switch disables remapping of hardware interrupts. vScan switch. Overriding default swap disk. So that's something we might do. Reserving memory for ADI simulated expanded memory. What I'm wondering, maybe. So the 386 is 2 plug-in. I don't know. I'm wondering if perhaps there could be something more directly related to the PS2 for the XMA memory. Let me see if there's anything that's IBM PS2 in here specifically. Pro printer. I don't see anything PS2. This is an IBM plotter. What? Hello. Yeah, I don't see anything about the PS2 in here. Check the index for math coprocessor. Magic names, love that. MCGA, memory, whole bunch of memory, disk cache, blah, 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 blah. I don't see anything about PS2 in there either. Okay, let's go C coprocessor. Compatibility, QEMM, RAM disks, maybe compatibility, but I don't know. BCPI interface. Configuration, operating parameters, system console, tablet, no. Console configuration, conventional memory switches, no. Okay, nothing there. FPU, no. No floating point either. Yeah, no idea how to utilize that. PS2 mouse. So under I for IBM, there is nothing specific to PS2 other than mouse. So I don't think that's it. But actually, 121. Let's just go look at that really quick, because I was wondering about that. IBM PS2 mouse plugs directly into a receptacle next to the keyboard receptacle on Personal System 2 computer. Install the software driver supplied with the mouse before starting AutoCAD. The manual comes with the mouse, provided information on installing driver. Leftmost button of the mouse is the pick button. The rightmost mouse immediately selects first item in the menu. Regardless of the position of the mouse, when you move the mouse quickly, the screen crosshairs move quickly, move the mouse slowly. Well, what if it always moves slowly? During configuration, you can adjust the fast motion scale and scale factor threshold between fast and slow. Try the default values first. Later on, experiment with doohickeys. The IBM PS2 mouse is supported in AutoCAD as Microsoft mouse during configuration for digitizers like Microsoft. Okay, so nothing special needed. Well, imagine it is automatically detected. Yeah, that's my guess. Under memory, it had configsys. I mean, we can look at that. I think we do have to look at something here, because the performance of this is miserable. 66. When you turn on a computer, DOS looks for a file named configsys and root directory in your hard drive. Configsys is a text file containing configuration parameters for DOS. If this file does not exist, DOS assumes their default values. You edit or create configsys. This is just like baby's first computer. I don't know what we need to do to make this not run like poo. Because I have a strong suspicion this should not run this badly. Should we emulate a, I'm a menace to your wallet? Oh no, what? Is there an AutoCAD? Is there hot AutoCADs near you? 36 problems, page 8. I'm about ready to go scan the whole manual. Solving the 386 chip problem. The B-step 386 chips used in early... have bugs that appear only when executing math coprocessor instructions while paging is enabled. It's bugs in the 386 chip itself, not in the math chip. Please consult your dealer to find out if you have this. Bugs known in the something. Problems going to occur when you use AutoCAD. May result in system locking. Oh, God! Wait! No! No! No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Oh, no! Oh, God! Oh, no, 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 no. Please don't tell me I have a garbage early... There's no way I don't. That's exactly what it is, isn't it? Oh, it has to be that. That would explain so much. Oh, no. Watch, that was the reason that Image Edit was so slow, too. Because it was paging or something. Oh, God. No. Ah. Oh! Curse you, PS2s! There's a way of making this flip the image, and I don't know how to do it, and I can't. Hold on. I need to record. Okay, we were looking at the installation and performance guide for AutoCAD 386, and it turns out there is a section all about slow, broken, buggy 386s, and wouldn't you know, an A80386-16 happens to be one of them. And what does my early PS2 have? Only an A803 386. Yeah. Now this doesn't say DX, so I'm not 100% sure, but mine is the 16 megahertz, so it's possible that it being the DX means that it's not affected, but I don't know, because it really sounds like the things that they describe being a problem is potentially related. What is the... Oh, the second line. Oh, hold on. Well, that one's different. Oh, it's the two lines. Okay, so maybe this is not related.
100.funly. This is one place my Xilxia works for me. I can read upside down the same as right way up. And a line.
Chloe, thank you for the 100 bits. So it's L8340487, which is different from all of those. So maybe this is not affected. The first line just means it is a 386. So if it's not an S, does that mean that it's fine? I have a good CPU? Drat, that would have been really hilarious. Like, actually so funny. Double Sigma? Okay. Do you have any other CPUs? Maybe, but yeah. Hey, dumb question. If I had like a 25 megahertz 386, since that's what the clock speed of the 387 is, should I just chuck it in there? Let's find out. I know I have the 486 Lightning board, but that's like a whole other ordeal. So Poppy, everything supports Blue Lightning. It's not something that the computer has to, or the software has to support. Basically, the Blue Lightning just tells the computer, "Shh, I'm the captain now," and then it's like super fast.
Or says CHER 100 first 386 apostrophe S are not marked DX, as they didn't mark them with the DX till the SX came out and muddied the market. And a line.
Okay. I mean, if we put a Pentium in there, it'll be a lot faster, right? This would be bad CPU. Okay. Yeah, that's got the double Sigma thing, though, that Ben was talking about. IBM like to put speed tests in their BIOS to stop you from doing that? Great. yes, that is the BIOS battery. It's super weird. Well, for my own curiosity at this point, I would like to know if I have any other 386s. So let me just look. Those are real 775s. That's a Celeron 775. This 386, 33. So this would outstrip the 387. Assuming that is a 386, no 387. Yeah, it's 386. Okay. Hey, this one says IBM on it. That means it would work, right? That's a lot of, what are them weird ones with pins? Oh, 478s. Okay. Celeron. Never going to be separated Pentium. Celeron. There you go, Cyrix 46. DX280. Woo, crazy. In a socket. Pentium. LJ775. Oh, these look funky. Oh, that's a 480. No, they look funky because they're in foam. I should make those not in foam. Random. Does this have like a little AMD 386 SMD in it? No. But it could. Celeron. Pentium that'll never have a socket removed. Another Pentium. Organizing is for people who want this process to go quickly, and I never do. There's no reason to. Seriously. If you're looking at this, man, look at that cool cooler. It's not because you're having a good time. Having a break, flipping through all the CPUs, probably not a bad thing. We'll lose the search tangent. Genuinely, it's actually nice to have it be the tangent. Don't even bother upgrading the CPU. Nah, see, that's different, because then I'm just bored. We're not bored right now. Look at all, we got that cool Cyrix. That's not the Cyrix. The Cyrix is somewhere around here. But this was fun. Staring at it, drawing, not fun. Okay, so the 380, 33 megahertz, probably too much, but it also sounds like Ben saying that it's just going to tell me no. And it's not going to let me upgrade the CPU no matter what. Which feels like a very IBM PS2 move. Complain, complain, PS2s are dumb, yada yada, you know the rest. Turns, relieved. Okay, I have a 33 megahertz 386, Ben, but it sounds like I shouldn't even bother. That the blue lightning probably just lies to it. .33 megahertz would, 386 would potentially overclock the 387 anyway, which would not be a good thing. You look it up to make sure I'm right? Yeah, but it's too fast, so it's fine. CPU speed is determined by the CPU oscillator. Oh, well then screw that. Never mind, doesn't matter. Okay, what do we do? It's too slow. We essentially have already overclocked it when we put in the blue lightning. All right, there's one thing we can do. We have it open, why not? Let's answer the question. Let's ram it up. There we go. So, this is an MCA memory expansion card that will give us, it looks like, 8 more megs of RAM, which will bring us up to 14 megabytes, which should eliminate RAM as the question. So let's go ahead and populate this and then figure out how to make the PS2 not cry big old crocodile tears to use it. Do I want to pop these ones in first? Only one moment. Figure I might as well start filming this. Do these fit? Like, how much do these stick out? Maybe that's fine. All right. There is one RAM card. Man, the chips being like different is weird. Let's see what this does. Can we take photos of that card? That would have been a lot easier to do right before I put in the chips. It's not going to live in there, so we can take photos of it later. Maybe I should. I'll take photos of it populated.
Subscribed at tier 1. They've subscribed for 15 months, currently on a 15-month streak. And says, holy moly, long time no see. End of line.
Miklos, thank you for the tier 1 sub and for 50 months. Holy moly, I do appreciate that. Thank you. I'm a bit late. What did we miss? PS2s are dumb. There might be popcorn tantalum. I don't know. It is a little concerning. I'm gonna have to figure out what stupid ADF floppy I need for this thing. Just put the Blue Lightning card in to prove you wrong. Nah, I'm good. Discord. All right, photos are in Discord. DisplayWrite version 2 has many new features, enhancements over 4. Light adjust text, left or right margins, center text. Definitely a version 2 feature, your top-of-the-line word processor. It is wild what stuff was and was not a feature at that time. Like the fact that there was a program at all that was just the scanner stuff, that blows my mind. All right, let's almost max out the memory on this thing here. We're gonna be shy 2 megabytes, but whatever, it's basically as good. Oh yeah, that was right. Stupid MCA slots. Gotta back out the screw. Oh, by the way, I think this might be the only card that ever utilizes the whole slot that I will put in here. All right, there we go. Off to go find ADF files. All right, I will look at that in a moment there, Helencroft. Actually, let me fix the thing really quick. Need both ADF files from that link? Okay. I will grab those in a second. I want to fix something first.
David Phantom says, hello, I won't be watching this one, but here's a classic David Disruption TMCHDER 1000.
Holy moly! David, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Hopefully that was the correct number of zeros. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Miklos Atos says CHER 1100. Let me join as well. End of line.
Miklos, thank you so much for the 1,100 bits. Holy moly, thank you. For once it was. Okay, I am glad. All right, one moment here. Okay, now I should be able to click this and hey, it all switched correctly. Yay! All right, one moment. As per usual. Stupid bright lights. Alrighty. Let me grab Helen Croft's link here. All right, yep, that looks like it. And I need to plug all the Grease Weasel stuff back in for the 3.5 inch thing, because I'm gonna make a real floppy, because a real floppy is most floppy.
Okay. CHER 100 stupid bright lights if you are a magma. And a line.
Chloe, thank you for the 100 bits. All right. Yeah, ADF file for memory expansion. Yeah. Gotta love the PS2 life. Okay. Init file. So we need 2 ADFs? Is that what I'm seeing? Also, I'm gonna have to put the files directly on the floppy. Am I understanding that correctly? Japanese design. What's the difference? Okay. All right. Let me make a directory so we can floppy it up. Downloads, PS2, RAM board. Okay. Cards made by Epson. Wild. All right. For all of you who I'm going to blow your mind with, check this out. We're just going to drag and drop these files directly into here, and that's how that works. You can hold Control to copy a file directly from a link into Dolphin from Firefox like that. I don't know how well that works in other things, but that works perfectly well here. All right. Actions, media file, or no, media image, floppy, dir to floppy image. And there we go. So now I will just write that, GW, write, -- format, IBM, 1440, drive A, RAM board.img, and go. Okay. All right. Let me go grab me close. You haven't seen the half of the horrendousness that has gone into the PS2 stuff, it seems. This is easily the dumbest, worst, stupidest computer I've ever dealt with. It's so bad. Your wallet is safe, sadly? Out of curiosity, what was it? Let's see if my wallet's in danger. eBay. Display right one. Auto shade. Okay. That is a problem. AutoCAD. Auto shade. In Composer, but not one. Oh, interesting. Okay. There do not appear to be any copies of AutoShade on eBay. Holy moly. R12 is just a cube of manuals. Good Lord. I like the idea of the AutoCAD manual set being like a whole or a whole oh my gosh, brain encyclopedia set. All right. Looks like I'm safe. There's no copies of AutoShade. Paul Guy, there'll be some like module programming for extensions, some things that are probably related to the specific version of it. Like that's probably the give me every possible option you sell version of it. So. But space problems, that depends. Is it lunar lander? If it's not, then no, I'm good. I know it's not going to be H2 overdrive for 300. It's not going to be lunar lander for 300 either, but you know, might as well ask. All right, let's go see if this auto document feeds the thing correctly. Some crazy motion sim one. Man, those Sega R360s are just everywhere. They're ridiculous. Too many of them. All right. You're right. It probably does take up too much space, and it's probably hairy, too. Okay. So, wait, what? Why do I have... This is a 8514 ADF. Hold on. I gotta start labeling these before I lose my mind. IBM 8514 ADF. IBM PS2 RAM card.
Floricoon says CHEER 100. Lose your mind. Check the floor. Ben's M&S bag. Under Machenko's bed. End of line.
All right, let me go grab the accordion thing so I can start putting discs away again. Wait, where did I put it? There it is. It's got my original 1 meg sticks on it because I don't know where I'm going to put those. Oh my gosh, there's going to be so many stupid ADF floppies in here. I refuse to use ADFs off of the GoTech because I don't want to start losing these when I need them for this stupid computer. So just to get this machine working, we currently have, well, image edit, I won't count that. So we have the 8514 ADF. We have the ZZXIO ADF. We have the page scanner ADF. We have the, well, the MCA GPIB ADF file. I didn't remember, I made that already. That's kind of nice. So yeah, this is just so much fun. Okay. So we're going to need the standard ADF and then the other one. That's not a standard ADF. That's just the system reference disk. I can put them all on one floppy, yes, and then the reference disk itself stores them as well, so I don't even need them on separate floppies. But on the other hand, no. This. Also, let's do this. There we go. Think RAM extension normally included on the setup disk on chat from YouTube there. You know, that's fair. I didn't check that. It could have been on there. We'll find out because we're going to boot that first and we'll see what it says. Well, I'm glad that could help, Helen Croft. Understand any images are good to get when you can validate that the copyright is clear to use on those instead of like ripping them off from Ardent. So I get it. The quick and dirty images are not my favorite things to do, but they are better than none. So, all right. I think that's it. It's so weird seeing the RAM like just falling over in there. All right, let's see what happens. Why does that look so weird? Beep, 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 beep. Wait, it has two different tones of beeps? Strange. Also, it's blue, because it hates me. Hold on. That looks like it's white, maybe. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Too bad the IDE card is shorter than the other two. You want it to be full length? Oh, gosh. You know, it's funny. Whoa, I've never seen that error before. Wait, why is it monochrome? It probably misdetected the monitor. One of the cards that Lucky Bob sent me has a hilarious plastic extension. So ZZXIO could have a model for that could be 3D printed to just extend it out the whole way. Wait, why is it monochrome? Wait, what? Because that's color, but what? Stupid IBMs. Oh, gosh. Hold on. I gotta know now. Telling you, IBM PS2 not even once. Scope pixels, yes, it is going to be multi-monitor setup because we have an 8514 in the mix that uses a different memory address space. Tsunami rotation motion, 50-inch display, MechWarrior 4. Oh, okay, so way, way too new. Pff, who cares about that? Anything that uses an LCD, I'm out. No, not interested. Oh, no weird 2401 error this time. And color. Oh, I wonder what that was. I'm not going to look anything up. Yeah, it's definitely a flaky connection on the monitor because the connector cable is... Oh, rear projection. The cable is kind of rusty. I need to clean it at some point. Okay, here we go. Let's see if it needs an ADF or it has it on there. It still feels unreal to see color on that monitor, by the way, because it looks identical to the 8503 monochrome one. Okay, automatically configure system, sure.
Oracoon says CHEER 100 fixing and cleaning cable is a tangent for a future Shelby. And a line.
Exactly. Automatic configuration complete. When enters, press computer restarts itself. Okay, we're going right back into this menu to see if it reports the correct amount of memory. Does anyone know offhand if I will need a different memory config sys line for this now? Because I got no clue. Okay, let's look at this RAM count. This is a big deal here. Let's see. Does it stop at 6 or does it keep on going to the moon? And we're off to the races. Well, here's what I'm thinking we do first, Ben. We're going to... We'll boot Windows 3.1 since we're already set up for that. I want to see how much memory it reports. And then we're going to switch over to Windows 2.1 and we're going to see how much memory it reports. I also want to pay attention during the DOS boot up because the XMA thing has to have like some kind of paging window. And it might want a bigger one. I don't know. Anything more than 640K is the same? Yeah. Yes, 14 megabytes. That's what we're at. That's correct. So we have 6 megabytes on board because this computer has 3 memory slots. That just makes total sense, doesn't it? Yeah, lovely. And then we have, hey, wait, disk caching status. Wait, I do have smart drive. Is that the problem? Is it caching writes to the drive that is the right? It's marked as write cache, though. Doesn't that mean it won't actually do anything? Removing it will only make things worse. Oh, wow. Okay. I thought we were saying AutoCAD is doing its own cache solution, so this would just get in the way. Okay. I was not expecting that. Fun. Love that for us. Is this your Mech Warrior? Let's see this. So using 2 megs of RAM anyway. All right. Smart drive work in protected mode? I don't know. Nothing. Holy moly. What's the orb? Is that it? I want the orb. I've changed my mind. It's awesome. Look at that thing. That's ridiculous. Like, I don't want to own every arcade machine ever, but like I wouldn't say no to this one. Orb. Okay. Win. Let's see how much memory we have. Oh wait, this isn't gonna work. It's on this monitor. I love how Kirsten's setup is. Don't adjust your television sets. The flicker is perfectly normal and expected. We have 21 megabytes of memory free. That sounds about right. Don't worry, I downloaded more RAM. It's fine. It makes total sense. Didn't I add, like, caching, though? Hold on, is that the correct amount? Let's look at the, I think Windows setup is not what I wanted, actually. It's not accessory, it's under control panel. Where's that at? Control panel, then virtual memory. 386 enhanced, excuse me. Virtual memory. We have 10 megs there, so it sounds right-ish. 21, I'm not quite sure where it gets to that number, but you know what, why not? That's fine, whatever, I don't care. All right, let's go back to Windows 2. I'm going to shut this off for a moment because I'm going to reboot the machine. I want to see how much memory Windows 2 allocates. Okay, CW2. For the record, this is my own batch file that just replaces the AutoExec and config sys for Windows 3 or Windows 2. So it's configure Windows 2, configure Windows 3. So then I can reboot and it will have a different AutoExec and config sys for this. There is no config sys menu system available in PC-DOS 4.01 for me to try and set that at boot. So I have to use this weird workaround. Oh, smart drive using 2 megabytes. Yeah, that makes sense. That works. I didn't realize that. Yeah. Okay, so no smart drive here. We could try launching AutoCAD here for giggles. How much did I add? It's 8. Can you put the reboot into those batch files? Is there a command to reboot? Because I don't know if there is. Also, I kind of don't mind having the option to like make a change to the files before I reboot if I want to. So, all right, win. All right, and now back to the other monitor. I turned the other monitor off because during the boot up of the machine, it like free runs the oscillator or something, and it really messes with this display. Okay, file about, not exit, file about MS-DOS exec, and we have 5 megabytes of RAM free. So the XMA thing is not finding the other memory card. Huh. This is a Windows configuration-ish thing, isn't it? Like we'd have to reinstall Windows 2, or it could be the WinINI. CD, Win, actually, hold on. Dir. Why is there so much garbage? Oh my gosh. Ah, stupid AutoCAD files. Now I'm gonna have that creating nonsense on the root of the drive too. Seriously? How do people use computers back then? It's a lawless landscape. Just nonsense. CD, Windows, ewin.ini. Check and fixes, see what parameters, XMA, what's it were. Is that Win 2, Win 386? This is Windows 286 2.1. Windows 386 doesn't work with IBM ImageEdit 2.0. Don't ask any more questions. You'll watch the scanner video that I just put out on the main channel if you want to know more about that. Because it's horrendous. You know what? Pass. I don't want to know any of this. File exit. Yeah, we're still on the PS2. No, we're not doing AutoCAD in Windows at all. I was just trying to check that it was able to address all of the memory. Configure Windows for different memset. Memset. Holy moly, okay. Windows can take advantage of extended memory somewhere or another and enhance its performance. Memset designed to guide you through something or another. Be running Windows 386. No. Okay. Memset will now copy the driver, smart driver to assist. Why? Wait, do I want this? What if smart driver was actually the thing that was breaking in Windows 3? I don't want to change that. You know what? I think we just reboot back to... Alright, hold on. We're going to exit. CD, E, config.sys. I'm pretty sure the only thing we were able to set with the XMA thing was the starting address. So we got whatever 320 is, and then the address for where it does paging. I guess it actually makes more sense to point you at this. Pay no attention to anything in the Windows 3.1 section. Don't know what the 320 is offhand. How many times you have to reboot a PS2 machine before it works? There's an odometer inside. It's like the smart drive thing in a hard drive. It's like PS2. If you want to reboot program, complete hex dump for it. Oh, that's funny. That's so small. Kilobytes of emulated EMS. Okay, so that's not that much. Yeah, so there's nothing there that's setting a specific amount of memory. I'm gonna guess the XMA thing only works with the onboard memory. you want, I was going, you want that? 3,200? It's only kilobyte. Why not? Sure, whatever. Alt F S, Control Alt Delete. Watch, now I can rotate the Sonic image in like 5 minutes. I've forgotten, I just roasted the flyback on this monitor. It's not actually damaging it, it's just not good. Mem. That looks different than last time, doesn't it? I don't know. Win. Okay, and over in Windows land, which maybe I should just switch to using Capture for this for now. We've got... Okay. So that killed everything. Bad Ben. All right. Config. Actually, I can cheat. CW2. Boom. Fixed. Okay. Config. So you want me to try 640? Sorry, I'm trying to delete it. IBM stuff is so annoying. I mean, I get it. This is, in particular, very bleeding edge. Mem. Okay, that looks a little more normal. So we have 10 megabytes of EMS memory. Now let's try Win now. So this is exactly the kind of thing that IBM just had to forge new ground on. So, yeah, I get it. It's still just a pain, though. Okay, so there we go. All right. Now, for giggles, I'm going to run AutoCAD on this. We'll try loading something. We'll see if that changes anything. We don't have all of the memory available, but we have some. So, all right, CD, ACAD, not Win, that's actually not what I intended to run. Hold on. Okay, ACAD. 386 chip is currently executing in virtual 8086 mode under control of another program. Is that the XMA thing? What? So we can never... Windows boots and exits so fast. So we're never going to be able to run it on the Windows 2 install then, basically. This is hilarious. All right. Yeah, all right. Wait, why is that CW3? Hold on, did I screw that up?
'97 R8ers from T2 SDE have joined. End of line.
T2 SDE and Raiders, hello and welcome. Hope your stream went well. We are currently working on utilizing an IBM PS2 in a multi-monitor configuration to run AutoCAD. I think we were actually ready to try and launch AutoCAD, so let's just do that really quick. So I'm going to CD ACAD here, and then we'll run it. And then what's going to happen, AutoCAD is going to start up and show on both machines, and then I'm going to open a file on it, and what we are currently testing, this boot tutorial.dwg, is seeing if we have successfully improved the performance of the machine, because it is behaving very weirdly. So this is using an 8515A display adapter for the IBM PS2 that outputs 1024 by 768 interlaced on a secondary display. But because that uses a separate address space from the standard VGA memory, we can still control this monitor over here, which AutoCAD then puts all of the information. Ooh, that's interesting. Waiting for file? Why is it waiting for a file? We can have the AutoCAD command console available on the second monitor because AutoCAD is a command-driven program. This is new. It never did that before.
Vivi Nepoteri subscribed with Prime. They've subscribed for 5 months. End of line.
It's locked? How is the file locked? How do I unlock a file? Vivi, thank you for the Prime sub and for 5 months. I appreciate that. Let's look at the file tool, see if there's a way we can just unlock it. Yeah, 6, unlock file, tutorial.dwg. Locked. Do I still wish to unlock it? Yep. Okay, lock was successfully removed. Okay. Let's go back. Exit. Edit. Tutorial.dwg. There we go. It's because I just killed power to the computer. I didn't gracefully shut it down.
115K subscribed with Prime. End of line.
Bod 115K, thank you for the Prime sub there, and for the first time. I appreciate that. Yeah, I switched it off with AutoCAD running, yeah. No, I didn't reboot it. I just straight up yoinked power. All right, let's see. Is it any faster? So far, it's not looking like it. Jealous of your IBM page scanner? Sorry, I just saw your chats there. I need such a cursing down myself. Oh, you really don't want to put yourself through that level of pain. Oh my gosh. Oh, it is such a nightmare. That page scanner is absolutely phenomenally cool though, and surprisingly good for what it is, really. But yeah, it was, let's say, interesting to go through all of the nightmare to get that running. Install Fraps to see render FPS. Oh, man. So I'm starting to think that potentially this machine might be slow. Let's look at some sales brochures. Ooh, well, look, if we get RenderMan, okay, we could buy AutoShade, okay, we can get AutoShade, okay, we could get Gorad shaded skateboard, that's pretty sweet, but that's for rookies, okay? We want RenderMan, because then we can have textured skateboard. Ooh. Also, it's purple, so it's better. Yeah, I'm gonna need to find that. But can it do a kickflip? If you have 4 hours, yes.
Ultimate 7. Just how many weeks of sitting here staring at it doing things slowly did it take you to reach this conclusion? CHER 100. End of line.
What do we got in here? We got, see, this is just nice. It gives us time to read the manual. That's what it is. See, this is their strategy so that people actually read the manual so that they have fewer support tickets. You got all this time to kill. Yeah, I would love to get a copy of Renderman. Seriously, that would be awesome. I don't think it's going to happen. I think too many other people would be after it, and I won't be able to afford it. Oh, read this first. So that's why it's going slow. We screwed up. Oh, that's a lot of words. Man, I don't want to read all that. Pass. Okay, so RAM didn't help. Can I control C on this? No. Oh, regen terminated. Okay. So what's it gonna do over here? Let's see. So, Paul Guy, I think there are 2 different programs that are called RenderMan. There is the one that was developed by Pixar, if I remember correctly, which I don't know if that actually could be the one that had a release thing, yeah. AutoCAD RenderMan is a completely different thing as far as I'm aware. Really curious where the bottleneck is. 36SX, only 16-bit, wide data bus, only 6 megahertz. Any of those are great, but went like a rocket by comparison. Yeah. I don't understand either, yeah. Like, it really does not make sense. So regen terminated, I assume that means it should stop trying to draw here. You know what maybe we should do? Oh, I'm still recording. Whoops. I think we should reconfigure AutoCAD to use only the internal VGA display and see how it performs on that. Wow, it takes so long to do it. Look at that, just drawing the menu options over there are so slow. It's so bad. Okay, I'm going to try and cleanly exit this. Options, utility, file. There we go. Quit. Yes. I'm trying to find out. We need to do something. Use 3.7. Doubt you can run R10 or R11, so use those versions in 92. It came out in 91. I probably could have typed quit. I keep forgetting that. Because I keep wanting to do it the GUI way, because it's fun, because it's novel for this, but then it has the other stuff. Okay, how do we configure 5? Let's reconfigure AutoCAD, all right? I'm gonna point you over here. Let's reconfigure it to only use VGA. okay, or IBM PS2 display, whatever they're going to call it, and not use the 8514. Oh my gosh, it calls it dual screen. Oh, it's so cool. Configure video display. Do I want to select a different one? Yes. Okay, we're going to go with IBM VGA 8. Okay, you have previously measured. Do I would like to do so? No. Do I want a status line? Yes. Do I want a command prompt area? Yes. Do I want a screen menu area? Yes. Do you want dark vectors on a light background? A light graphics background area, then lines drawn in color will be, this choice most closely resembles black. No, screw that. I want dark mode. Want to display individual colors? No. Holy moly. This chart shows monochrome, just sure. So is that it now? One, show current configuration. Okay. Exit to main menu. Yes. Okay. So now, edit existing drawing, tutorial. Let's see what we get. So it's, oh, interesting, Ben. I did not realize that. Is it loading the tutorial file? Or okay, yeah, there we go. Okay, login was successful. Interesting. Okay, so now we see what it's like when it doesn't render high-res 1024 by 768. What on, or it's 60 hertz, isn't it? Interesting. Okay, I'll switch you over to this. I don't know, Paul Guy. It really doesn't make sense unless it is just doing a ridiculous amount of math for every single vector and point. It's exactly the same speed. If anything, I would say this is actually slower. Because I think it's having to draw each individual pixel instead of using 8514 commands to draw. Ooh, look. That's interesting. It stopped it in the middle of drawing the E. Hold on. Is it going to continue drawing the E? Is it going to do something else next? This is drawing completely different from the 8514. Pretty sure the 8514 had like fonts and stuff, and it draws circles and lines and things directly. Completely different. No, Sanity, so this is running in 640 by 480 mode directly on here. Yeah. I think it's something to do with loading files or something along those lines. I don't think that it's a straight up performance issue with the machine. I think it's doing something weird. Oh, it's definitely unusable, GoGo Gadget. 100%. But why is a different question. I don't think it should be this bad. The plotter would be done already. I'm even running an SSD, yeah. What does the mountain of paperwork say about performance problems? There is literally a dedicated book about performance. That's how complicated this is. Level 90? I don't know what the 4219 is offhand. 4219. Nothing on Google is showing anything useful. Hold on. Oh, is that a Pro Printer 2? That might be the same model that I showed in the video. I'm not sure. But you might want to, you might be better off reaching out to me on Discord or through email to let me know some more about it. Because right now I can't really talk any more about that. Ooh, shipping that across the Atlantic might be complicated. Yeah. Something important to the USSR. All right. So any DOS benchmark, check CPU, RAM performance. Yeah, but here's the thing. I really don't think that it's any of that. Because what is it doing right now? It is not drawing anything right now. Like you can look in the corners, it is not doing anything right now. It's just sitting there. We're not waiting for something to finish. It's just not doing anything at this moment. By the way, it's just soft. It just looks like that. Right there, that looks about the best. It's funny how close this refresh rate is to 70 hertz, but then that. And it's still slow there. DX40?
Laura Kuhn says CHEER 100 you needed to buy the remove 3-way takes upgrade from Autodesk. End of line.
Yeah, no kidding. Is there a speed loop in there that needs to have a few zeros knocked off? Still not what we'd call usable, but 40 megahertz instead of 16. That's nearly 3 times faster. Because again, it's not doing anything right now. It's just sitting there. Yeah, again, the whole time since I went and I showed you the CRT, look at displaying text. That's ridiculous. There's no reason for that to be that slow. There's something else going on. So what is it? Write status text letter by letter. We're trying an 86 box there. So status lines at the bottom were faster, and we have laggy mouse cursor again. I want to point this part out. So we have super laggy mouse cursor, and then we'll wait a bit, and then it'll be boom, instant, super fast, crazy smooth. Can't rebroadcast it on stream. Just comparison. Okay, yeah.
AKA
We're trying an 86 box. I'm tempted.
Tier 1. End of line.
AKA 1GBR, thank you for the tier 1 sub and for the first time. I appreciate that. All right, I want to wait until the mouse cursor gets smooth to demonstrate this. I think it's doing some stupid rant. Oh, look at this. What is it doing? You shouldn't be doing anything with the hard drive right now. I want to wait until the hard drive blinky light goes away and then see if the mouse cursor gets faster when it's done with that. Because I bet that's a problem. Yeah, it shouldn't be doing anything with the disk right now. Okay, no hard drive access. Much faster. That's not as fast as it can be, but that's way faster. Well, I appreciate that, AKA. And there we go. Full speed. Basically. So done caching to the hard drive, and now it's fast. Yeah, I wish there was a way we could see the free memory right now. Let's see if there is anything about a command for RAM or memory. Hold on, I'm just going to check the manual. There are a couple of pages, though. Could try disabling swap. I don't remember that being an option. But maybe we can. Well, again, I think it might be easier to set swap to use a floppy disk drive, and then we can see if it tries to use it at all. Because if it uses it at all, like it shouldn't do anything.
CHER 100 consult the book of AutoCAD. Then count to 3 and a line.
Mighty Halo, we are currently trying to diagnose performance problems with AutoCAD here. So this, I mean, look at how good that's performing right now. That's full speed. But when I load the file, it runs like crap. This is so bad. Like, this is so good. Pan. Let's try pan. What does that do? I don't know if the mouse lets me do anything with this. And there it's like locked up. All right, well, I'll leave that for a moment while we look for any kind of memory command. The status in the command would, oh, I wish I'd read that before I did anything, because now we're never going to get to do anything again. We lost a computer, yeah. The thing is this sounds a lot like the kinds of problems that it described for the buggy 386. Okay, we're just going to switch to the back. Look for memory or RAM. But maybe status. We'll look up the status command as well. Status command, page 69. Let's see. Oh my gosh. I think we can open one of those files. That sounds horrendous. Well, it's back. That's hilarious. Unknown command pan. Dude, I clicked it through a GUI. How did you type in the wrong command? Okay. Let's try. Should I just be able to type? Like, how does this work? You know what? I'm just going to leave it for a second. Maybe it'll sort itself out. You had a T in the command line already? I don't understand. Okay, now it started accepting characters. We're back to fast. Type one thing at all. Now it's good. Oh, this is so weird. Huh. Okay, I wasn't expecting all that. Free disk. Okay, but what about free memory? That's not as helpful. Current space, model space. Okay, enter for more. Virtual memory allocated to program. Amount of memory, physical memory, program size, total conventional memory. We found it. It's not using IBM XMA memory. So it's running in 640K mode right now. Swap, page faults, swap writes. Good Lord. Yeah, of course, it's just hammering the drive. That's all it's doing. It is not using the RAM at all. Not bad for 640K, you know, actually, yeah, I'm impressed now that it's doing it with only 640K of RAM. Okay. So, using the status command in AutoCAD, we have diagnosed what the issue is. It does not have access to any of the extended memory, which on this machine is the IBM XMA memory, but we're not using that setup because this is the install for Windows 3.1. If we try to run AutoCAD R11 in the Windows 2.1 install, then it won't work because the XMA memory manager puts the CPU into I believe virtual 8086 mode, and then AutoCAD can't control it. So we have to figure out how to give AutoCAD access to all of the memory in the machine now, because it is only using 640K, and then constantly hammering the hard drive to load the documents. That's what the performance problems are. Yeah, maybe high mem? I'm not sure. Huh. Load that and config this? We can try that. Oh man, this is amazing. Hold on, I'm gonna do you all a favor right now. I'm gonna change the RetroTink 4K setup to have the DOS mode squished. There. So this is why I don't like doing this, because the horizontal resolution is stupid, and it doesn't scale correctly. So now I'm going to do horizontal as, yeah, Lazankos 2 is usually the best. So we're going to do that. There we go. And then what I can do is be an absolute animal here and just like that.
Chlorocoon says CHEER 100. You should be used to stupid by now. I mean, you read what we type. End of line.
Chloe, thank you for the 100 bits. Can it be shifted to the right? Yeah. Or will you murder kill us for it? Yeah, as long as nothing gets cropped in the recording, it's fine, whatever. Okay. We'll attempt to add high mem. So we'll see what that's like. Okay, so I'm going to run the command quit. without a, do I really want to discard all changes? Hold on, quit. Yes. Alrighty. Now exit AutoCAD. Okay. Do mem. Yeah, see that detects it. 0 bytes available extended memory. Wait, what? Just switch to mem to find out what it's using, but I forgot what mem v already used it, so it's not available to anything. Yeah, it's one-time use RAM. Sorry. Floppy Peter. All right, hold on. C cd e config sys. That's right. I'm an e convert for life now. Oh man. So we have high mem. Write many, read once, RAM. Oh my gosh, Farlap RAM extender? Isn't that what Hydro Thunder used as well? I think Chloe's got a good point. Let's reboot. I'm curious what that looks like. I'm gonna turn off the 8514 monitor. Sorry, joined late. What did I miss? Only computers just being super dumb. It's fine. Here, I'll give a rundown for everyone at this moment. So, this is the IBM PS2 Model 70. We currently have an 8 megabyte memory expansion card installed. We have determined that AutoCAD is not using any extended memory at all. So the whole time that it's been operating so slowly, it's been doing it in 640K conventional memory only. So we now need to figure out why it's not using any extended memory so that we can actually get it to run correctly. It reported using a bunch of swap reads and writes to the drive, which is why it's behaving so poorly. So just roughly, that's what we have going on at the moment. Don't forget mem. Yeah, let's do that first. Oh gosh, we have IBM Copilot version 1.02 installed too. That's probably not helping. All right, mem. 0 available extended memory. I think it always uses it, Poot. I think we determined it literally is incapable of running without it. Do we remove high mem in smart drive? I mean, I think smart drive maybe doesn't matter. I'm going to try removing high mem for giggles. Although, for EMM 386 CDOS or Windows system, please buy more RAM. We gave it more RAM. I did buy more RAM. I mean, Lucky Bob sent me more RAM, but we put more RAM in the machine and it just went, thanks, I don't like that kind, never mind. Running, yes, RAM is exactly it. We figured out what the command is to show RAM utilization within AutoCAD, excuse me. We need smart driving you're running with SSD? Yeah. Well, I mean, we need it for the actual floppies. Actually, I kind of wouldn't mind not having it for the floppy, because I'd rather the floppy just write to the floppy when we're trying to write to the floppy. So when when it's done, it's done. I don't know. Hold on. Dir, DOS, EMM, star, dot, star. I think this doesn't work. You want EMM 386. EMM 386.exe. Not found. Okay. No, smart drive disables write caching floppies. Oh, okay. So Windows System EMM 386.exe. Not found. Oh, okay, Ben. Have you poked the memory cards and kicked it? Yeah. How come scanner software could access? Is it something else? It's because we were running it within Windows. So Windows does some hand-wavy magic to make it work. Oh, wait, Win3. Yes, sorry. That was the Windows 2 folder.
Resource subscribed at 2 months. They subscribed for 15 months, currently on a 15-month streak. And says hello. And a line.
Green Source, thank you for the tier 1 sub there and for 50 months. I appreciate that. Thank you. That's fine, Ben. That's on me. I should have remembered. That's too much nonsense. Screw that. Dir, Win3, System, EMM, 380, EMM, not NNMM, 386.exe. Boom. Not found. CD, Win3. CD, System. CD, Syst. Oh, that's a lot of stuff, man. I don't want to look through all that. Dir, EMM, star, star.
Loriku says ZHEER 100. Why are you typing like me? And a line.
I think the problem is I have my head rotated 90 degrees. It's really throwing me off. There we go. It's just in Windows. It's not in System. Roland, you're in chat on YouTube. Okay, I want to say thank you for the super chat the other day. I really appreciate that. I did not see that because my YouTube API stuff was slightly broken, but I think I have fixed it now, and it should pop up, and it should be read aloud. So I wanted to thank you for that, because I missed it, because I was busy yakking about EIDE cables. Okay, device, no EMS and config sys. Sure, we can try that. CD, not CD, E, config.sys. All right, so we get rid of high mem. Is it dir pause for scroll pause? It's dir/p for page. Device equals C when I need high mem. Okay, which one do I want to load first? EMM 3. Sounds like I want EMM first. 386 dot error exe. Okay. We'll test this here, reboot, and then if this works, I'll put it in the permanent config. Win3. Oh, you guys are so picky, man. And the no EMS, man. Just keep asking for more and more. Okay, I think that's it. Alt FS, save as, just config sys. No, I have to hold on. Alt FS. There, boom. And now we reboot. Oh, hold on. I keep meaning to fix this. I'm just going to go ahead and save the profile. There. Even though I don't want it to do the scaling, it just makes more sense to leave the scaling on. Okay. There. Hold on. Office chair's rotating into the way. Probably some PS2 models require M1 high mem sys / PS2. Interesting. Yes. Moment of truth. No, smart drive is not using all the RAM. We're gonna run mem now with EMM 386 running, and why is there no RAM available? Took all your RAM to train AI. I know, you see the IBM AI version 1.02. That's where it is. It's all being used for the AI. That's what it is. That stupid 1989 AI. Let's see. Let's see what it says. All right. econfig.sys. So /PS2 on high mem, you think that's a thing? Let's rem out smart drive just in case. Sure. RAM. And then threaten the computer industrial shredder. Yeah. Dude, if smart drive's doing it, that'll be so funny. Does the semicolon do the same thing as rem? No idea. I just always do rem. Oh, I like that Thrasher. That's pretty good. All right, ma'am. Okay. This is fun. I love this. This is one. You know what? What if we get this working and then we try image edit in Windows 3 and it works? Oh, there's no slash e config.sys. There is still the potential PS2 flag. I don't know. I'm not familiar with that. So you're saying that this does not belong? Did you save for the reboot? I see the REM right here. I don't know what you want. Did smart drive still run? I wasn't paying attention. Exit. Hold on. I'm going to reboot one more time. Being loaded from AutoExec. Oh, we can go look at that. You know, hold on. Hold on, I just went back to look at the recording. Expanded memory services unavailable for EMM 386. Unless that's what no EMS does or something. I don't know. Because that's kind of weird. And then upper memory starting address, C0, largest upper memory block available. I'm just going to step through. Warning, share could not be loaded for large media. Nice that it gives you a chance to read that, yeah. Now, a Cute Mouse is 7K. Literally, it's impossible for Cute Mouse to use that much memory. No EMS provides for simulations, runs DOS mode. Okay, we'll add the no EMS, or remove the slash. Because, yeah, that's the rest of that. Okay, interesting. By the way, see how giant my mouse cursor is? I figured out you can change the size of mouse cursors in KDE, and it's like the best thing ever if you have a 4K display. Like, I know the cursor grow wiggle thing is fantastic, but like also being able to see it all the time, pretty solid too. The KDE growing mouse cursor is one of my most favorite things of all time. Hands down. It's wonderful. Okay, config .sys. Get rid of the slash. Alt FS. Okay. Alt F exit, yes. E auto exec dot bat. REM smart drive. There's nothing else other than the 8514 adapter there, which if that doesn't work, we're screwed, so we can't disable that. Alt FS and reboot. Reference disk settings that extended memory wasn't set to be reserved for OS2 or Windows. Pretty sure I don't have anything set like that. I don't know what that would even look like. I'm cute mouse only for rehabilitate. I don't know what you're talking about. Mode Co-80 doing the screen clear. Ah. Wow, it's way more boring now. Ma'am. Yeah, figures. Yeah, we have to have mode Co-80. Sorry, I'm not removing that. QMM 386. I wonder if that even supports PS2. Well, okay, if we really badly, I'll disable it. auto-exec.bat, so we can actually read the stuff. So the mode Co-80 is in there because this may or may not actually start up in color mode, depending on how it's feeling that day. I think with this connected to the internal display, we'll be okay though. So let's reboot and see what's going on. Yeah, we still haven't looked at if there's a PS2 flag we gotta set. So there it is. Which DOS version is this? PC DOS 4.01. Yeah, I guess let's try the memc. I don't know what that is. Invalid switch. Okay, econfig.sys. I don't know what the 2048 RAM thing does, but potentially, I have no idea which versions of this kind of thing we should do. Yeah, we have so many things to try. I don't know. I'm gonna try this, and then we'll try. I don't know what the RAM 20 would RAM 2048 set like a specific amount of RAM? Okay, let's try this. See, I have no idea if this is gonna be correct or not. Remove no EMS? I don't want the suggestions to just be try flipping every switch. But I don't know what is legitimate as far as a suggestion or not. So DOS high UMB, what that does is loads the DOS resident stuff, into high memory. That should not affect what we're doing, though. Nope. Do you have another CF card to install PC-DOS 7 on? I don't want to. I don't wanna. Limit the amount of EMS, memory EM386 can take. For example, give it only 2 megabyte, leave the rest as XMS. Okay. So our total bytes EMS memory. So it's taking 39K. I think PS2 has a little careful what you want. Here's the thing. PC-DOS 7 will work. I guarantee it. And then we'll just easy mode our way out through that. And then I'll go back to this setup and then I'll be screwed again. I want to know why we don't have the extended memory on here, because that's kind of killing me. BIOS weirdness, boot the reference disk, take a look at memory settings. All right. I'm going to try roll-in suggestion just for kicks here. And then we'll set it back and try the other thing. I'm going to clear out the PS2 line because that didn't seem to change anything. Okay. Wait. I mean, it's just no EMS. I'll remember that. I was gonna... $2048 RAM? PC DOS 4.01 or MS DOS 4.01? Because I don't know if MS DOS 4.01 comes with all the same stuff. Because we have these down here for stupid PS2 nonsense. I want to run the same command, make sure it's actually saved correctly. Yes, okay, just for kicks. So I also have... let's go with this. Microsoft 4.01 DOS. MM3D6 installed. Available expanded memory, 2048K. Well, that definitely did some different stuff. Mem. Well, we have free EMS memory now. I don't think we ever had free EMS memory before, so that is different. That's not necessarily the whole thing. Scores? I don't know about that. We have 6 or 14 megabytes in there. We need a little bit. This is, I don't know if this is the answer. Might be able to use that, won't be as fast as extended memory. Yeah, that's the thing, is like this is a step, but it's not the step. XMS is working since it needs to use XMS to emulate EMS. Yeah, still no extended memory. That's the thing. We got a whole bucket of extended memory there we're not touching. Oh my gosh, Edlin is so long in the index for this thing. Move 2048 and get the full EMM. All right, I can try that in a second here. I was trying to see if there's an EMM section. Dude, Edlin wakes up so much. Oh my gosh. Now it goes straight from ellipsis to end of file mark. So unless it's memory management, it was like a group. Memory. Allocate expanded memory. Debug 270. That's expanded memory. Oh my gosh, I forget how stupid this is. Versus expanded versus extended. Personally, I think experience is better, but you know. We finished breaking it yet? I gotta be honest, I got no idea. We're gonna move the 2048. Okay, econfig.sys. See what happens. The mem command in DOS 4 is broken in report 0. Try AutoCAD. No. So, I mean, unless I'm going to open a new document and then type status into that, no, because I'm not loading a file every time. So that, I think, is the exact same amount of memory that it allocated the first time. Yeah, Project Carl, that does something different than this. Matter of fact, it may not even work with the current issue we have. Also, yeah, not available in this operating system. So we're on IBM DOS version 4.0. It's actually 4.01 as far as I'm aware. Hold on real quick. Did we have that RAM available? Yes, that is available. So we have 26 available. HiMem can accept a verbose flag. Okay, let's put the 2048 back. We'll load AutoCAD. We'll see if it shows anything. So econfig.sys. Because that did something different. I don't know if it's inventing more RAM. I got no clue. Unfortunately, this is very difficult to parse without having a background in it. Page 270. Oh my gosh, this is specifically for debug. Useless. Okay. Mem. So it's a bajillion EMS. CD, ACAD. ACAD. I'm going to open a new file, run status, see what it says. New drawing. Name of drawing, test. Status. Total extended memory, 2 megs. Okay. No, DZAC, because that was never the answer. We're not LS swapping the computer. So Ben, I think what's happening here is Autodesk is just as confused as me between EMS and extended. Is that what it is? Maybe the intern who wrote this didn't know what the difference was. Is that maybe what it is? So is it that it only supports EMS and not exit or whatever the other one is? Nah, Deziak, I need to find an illuminator. Mango might explain. One problem is DOS 4 can't handle XMS properly. Naming, to be fair, was confusing and stupid. Yeah, it definitely is. All right, well, I think there's only one thing we want to do right now. Edit. Tutorial. Huh, that's weird. It's like fast and stuff. All right. 26,624? Oh my gosh. Add a 0 to fix this line? Yeah. No, we're not going to load airplane yet. I want to get it solved, switch it back to 8514 mode, and then do it for real. This is pretty great already. Oh my god. So stupid. Also, Roland MVP coming in with the EMS line there to make it work. Thank you for that. Config sys. All right, let's see what that does. But I don't have 20 megabyte. That won't work. Well, this will be interesting. Ripperoni, I don't know. Maybe EMS is smart enough, it'll just add page file directly to it. Size of expanded memory pool adjusted. I think it just automatically fixed it. I was like, you're an idiot. I'm going to do it the right way. Mem. Sure, why not? I want to apologize for how slow the YouTube chat is for coming into the on-screen stuff. It makes it difficult for me to see it as well. It's just the way that YouTube's API does the chat. All right. CD AutoCAD. Well, here's the thing. I don't really feel particularly inclined to change it since it will just fix it. So, you know, whatever. Ah, man. CD AutoCAD. Okay. And then run AutoCAD. Load the mouse driver for funsies. We are loading the mouse driver. That's what the QCOM is. Over there. Right there. Why is that not running? Oh, that was weird. Oh, I bet it like went through all of the available memory or something stupid like that. I bet it did some idiotic. All right. 5, configure AutoCAD, video display, IBM video graphics array. I want to configure video display. Do I want a different one? Yes. You just ESD'd the camera? What are you talking about? It's fine. Okay, we're going to set this back to the 8514 display. It is not the only display adapter in the computer. You have previously measured the doohickey majiggers. I don't want to do anything. Would I like a status line? Yes. Would I like a command prompt? No. Do I want a screen menu area? Yes. The colors are whatever. I don't care. Boom. Keep configuration changes. Yes. Okay. 2, edit existing drawing. Okay. Here we go. Actually, I want to shut the machine down. I'm going to put the case back together so that the two monitors can be side by side because this is going to be the thing. This is, you know what? I'll load it. We'll load it, see it, make sure it works, and then we'll do it properly. Okay, what is flickering here? And as soon as I look up, it goes away. I'm seeing, like, whatever. All right, here we go. To edit airplane. It's probably locked. It's not locked. Here we go. Let's look at how fast this is now. Come on. Come on. Watch it, like, oh, the file's locked. Hold on. That was another one where I, forgot to do it correctly. Okay, file utilities, unlock file, airplane, hold on, 6 unlock airplane dot dwg. Am I doing this right? Airplane dot dwg. There we go. I still want to unlock it. Yes. Okay, there we go. Exit, edit, airplane, here we go. Oh my gosh, it's so much better. It's night and day. 20 minutes versus 12 seconds. Man, and that mouse is just, boom, ready to go. Oh, that's so much better. Holy moly. Okay. Now, viewpoint 3D, I think. Oh, okay, let's try a... There we go, perfect. One moment. Every now and then the task cam just needs a little breather. Okay, let's try a different angle here. So right side. What's this gonna? Eh? Oh my gosh. Dude, this is so cool. Display, 3D viewpoint, okay. Front. I don't understand what this part is. Oh man. Dude, that's so cool. Display, shade. Shade 256 color? Filled. Unknown command. Grid too dense to display. Okay, so we're getting errors over on the other monitor as I try and do some stuff. So it's letting me know that you cannot do that. Oh man, this is awesome. Okay. Let's get the thing fixed. Let's put it back together correctly, and then we can poke around with it some more. Okay, file, quit. Excuse me. Yes, God, it runs so much better now. This is ridiculous. It's not even fair, man. All right, we're gonna put the machine back together correctly. Oh. crazy. Yeah, it now works as it should. Downloading more RAMs did make it faster. Yep. I don't think I need the memory card in, but I'm not changing anything. I don't want to break it. Oh my gosh. Dude, will anything ever be easy with this cursed computer? I don't think we need the RAM expansion board. I don't think it was necessary. I think we would have been fine with 6 megabytes of RAM. How many bits to scan the installation performance manual so I can have a read? I kind of want to. It's not going to be a bit-based thing. I do want to do that. Maybe we can do that next weekend. Putting it in storage will be easy. You're darn right it will. Don't think it's a PS2 problem. So the PS2, the way the memory works on it is slightly different than other DOS systems. So that's why when we boot Windows 2, we have to use the XMA driver, which is a little different. So it is entirely possible that the way that the memory is laid out is incompatible with the other things. Oh, Majenko, do you sell that TTL video to VGA adapter? Is that like a product that people can buy? If it is, can you send me a link to it on Discord? Because I'm going to include that in the description of the mail video. Yeah, please send me a link to that so I can put it in the video description. You're dealing with all this high maintenance because it looks so sexy. This part, yeah, it does. I do wish I had the 8514. Irritatingly, I will buy one if I have the chance. It'll make me dig this stupid computer out again. All right. Yeah, we should have the sample files available. Do I have to mute Desiac? Oh, no, that's Majenko. I asked Majenko to do that, and I'm still blaming Desiac. I love it. All right. You're doing crimes on the 101. Oh, gosh. All right, here we go. Now it's all set up and ready to rock. Let's finally try out AutoCAD multi-monitor on the PS2 using the 8514. Well, hello, menu. Grab the digitizer. I was thinking about it. Here's the thing. I was sent a Suma sketch in the mail, and it's kind of awesome, and I want to try it, but it's also enormous. And I I don't have space here. I need to clean up all the stuff that's over there before we try that. And I don't know that I want to also add that burden to the 59, 59 minutes that we have left. Because we don't have the Sumer Sketch drivers available. So, yeah. Ancient Linux. So, fun fact about that. Apparently that is possible. I wouldn't have necessarily thought it was because it like predates Linux and it has MCA hardware. But apparently it was actually supported. People backported it because one of the people who maintained it commented in my Discord server about it. I would not have ever guessed Linux was even possible on this thing elsewise. I'm still not going to do it, but it's cool that it is available. Need space for a red orb to sit in, yeah. All right. From here, we can run AutoCAD. From here, I can go into the AutoCAD folder, and then I can run AutoCAD, and we are off to the races. Actually, you know what? I'm going to quit it. We're going to go into the samples folder, and we're going to look at what sample options we have, because one of the discs that's in the collection is a set of samples that we can check out, which are probably going to be a lot more interesting to look at than the airplane. Miklos, yes, that is the one. Because I don't think we can browse files from here. Let's check. I don't think we can. 6, list drawing files. So the thing is, samples, list, sample. Okay, there we go. So we can do it within AutoCAD. Okay, so here are the files that we have available to check out. Skate, Trek, kind of want to try that. Pentagon, Shuttle is obviously like the one, but I think the skateboard is going to be the skateboard, and it's low poly enough that we might be able to try solid rendering it. I'm not sure. So I kind of want to try Skate, Trek. I'm going to take a picture of this so I don't have to. Skateboard, truck, and wheels. That makes sense. Yeah, we got to load that one. That one's in all their like promotional images. I don't know what Chroma is either. Actually, I want to load Chroma first, because that sounds very colory, and one of the benefits to the 8514 is color. I want to load Chroma first. So edit existing drawing, samples, chroma.dwg, path not found. Edit sample chroma.dwg. Oh my gosh, dude. Okay, come on now, that's just cool. Look at that. Suck it, VGA. Don't try to plot it. Can you rotate it? Maybe. I don't know how to use AutoCAD, unfortunately, so not easily. So again, standard VGA displays, like what would be on the 8514 through the internal video card, would have been limited to 16 colors in 640 by 480 mode. Normally, you might be able to do more in some other video modes. I'm not 100% sure, but this would have been very non-standard to be able to do. And the 8514 is just a rock star for something like this. Now draw the Tectangents logo. Gonna need to learn how to do it first. Oh man, this is so much better. All right, let's quit. Yes, and then we're gonna load the skateboard one now. So edit an existing drawing, sample, skate, Trek. Perfect, you can color correct this video based on the monitor samples. I could. I did do that in the other one too, the scanner video. using the Windows 2 UI. Oh, this one's fancy. It's DWG, Flare Spire. So I think it's just the truck for a skateboard, unless it's the whole thing. Yeah, this is cool. So it's just the truck for the skateboard. That's still pretty darn impressive. And like before, though, we can change our 3D viewpoint here. We can go from the front. And then I think, yeah, this is our elevation view. So I'm actually going to look at it from below. Dude, this is awesome. That is so cool. And we can do the same thing, pick another viewpoint. We can pick a side rear about there. Yeah. Oh, the cursor is all funky at a weird angle like this. This one begs for solid rendering. See, I don't know if I can. So display, shade. I don't know. So color. So over on the command line monitor, this is where this comes in, because we have the status information and commands that the GUI basically enters in for me over here. And when I try to run the different commands for shade mode, it doesn't really do anything. So I don't know. Command name, return for list. So yeah, this is just giving me basically all of the options here. So I don't know if I'm allowed to shade. So we have shade right there. So I don't know if I can help shade. The shade command, also this is weird. It's like, does the 8514 memory slightly overlap with the VGA memory? Because some of the text on here has like weird extra lines and stuff on it. And I've never seen that on this display before. Shade commands initiate shading process. Shade edge and shade ediff commands control the shading style and lighting. Shading is performed two places, and in the first, then regens perform shade image. Okay, so we can just try shade. That was not what I intended to do. I don't think I even pressed enter. Regenerating drawing. Well, it's not doing anything yet over here. Yeah, so I don't have auto shade, so I don't know that it will actually do this. At least I don't think I have auto shade. I have the AME, which I believe allows me to do 3D only, although it's saying it's reporting doing shading. So we'll see. That's wireframe, though. Well, the wheels on the outside might count as shaded. I'm not sure. I know nothing about an IBM server at all, Stefan, so I'm not the person to ask. I think if we want to play around with this more, we should open the shuttle image. So let's go ahead and quit. Do I really want to discard all changes? Yes. So I'm going to edit, sample, shuttle. Now this one's probably going to take a little bit to draw. Actually, I'm not sure if this one is 3D. This might be 2D. We'll find out. I have a feeling this is 2D. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, is this a multi-view? This might be a multi-view document. Oh my gosh, this might be crazy. I think this is a 3D file that's multi-view. So we have two perspective views, top and side, and then an orthogonal 3D view. This is ridiculous. This is crazy. If we can shade this, that will be nuts. That's so cool. All right, I'm gonna click A shade and see what happens. The file A shade LSP was not found in your current search directories. Okay, so I don't have auto shade. That makes sense. But just plain shade. Yeah, so shade just starts as soon as I type in shade and then hit space. It doesn't even continue letting me type anymore. So I don't know what shade does when you don't have the shade auto shade file. I was expecting different, but this is nice. You're probably thinking of the HP shuttle, which is different. So I don't think that did anything different. Just redraws the screen. I think, I don't know, display, shade. Can I do filled? Shade diff, new value for shade, diff 3. And then shade. Can we install auto shade file? I don't own that. I don't know if it's available anywhere. Yeah, so that didn't do anything either. It is smart though. It's buffering the 2D like notation area around the sides, and then it just redraws it all in one go. I also wonder if it's trying to shade the page notes. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm gonna guess that's the HP one. Oh, that's different. Yeah. Time to look for additional software? I have been. I haven't found it. I want AutoShade and RenderMan, but they're, yeah. We're talking rare on top of rare. All right. So there are some other things that we can try still here. I think we should try. Let's see what Site 3D is. So let's go ahead and quit. And then edit an existing drawing, sample, Site 3D. This is kind of awesome. So it's a house on a hill? Dude. So we have a full architectural floor plan at the bottom, and we have a 3D view of the house on the property. Reading the manual better explain how to use a shade function. Probably, but the manual is like 800 pages. There's a lot of things I can look up in the manual. I don't know that it's really what I want to do right now. Okay, I'm going to try display 3D viewpoint. I wonder which one it's going to do. Command not allowed in paper space. Oh, interesting. Do status? That's a good point. So for the record, this is so cool. So status. Let's see. Oh, I don't think it tells us how much it's using. It just tells us how much it has. So trying to do, what is it? Viewpoint 3D? I don't know what the command name is, but when I try and run that, command not allowed in paper space. So I don't know how to change view space, because again, AutoCAD is not a very simple program to use. Shade edge, new value for shade edge. So shade edge was already 3, it looks like, as well. Four megs in use. Virtual memory allocated to program. I don't know that is what it is. I don't know where the 3952 is. Well, that, yeah, I don't know. Maybe. No swapping, that's good. Okay, so I will viewpoint. Command not allowed in paper space. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to load a different one. Let's see if we can find one that's not in paper space. AutoCAD is stupid. It's complicated. It's powerful. There's no way I would say it's stupid. Oh, well, we have to load sample troll. We have to see what this is. Oh, it's cross-referencing something. That's interesting. Well, this is fancy. It's more paper space. Trolley wheel. Oh, that's not as fun. I would love to know more about how to use AutoCAD to see if we have a 2D profile over here and then it's radially extruding it or something to generate these views. Also, it's interesting, we're on a grid with the mouse cursor. This is extremely unpleasant to do with the mouse. Read the manual. Again, there's too much manual. Just straight up, no. All right, there's one more that's definitely going to be 3D, so I'm going to quit. I don't know if it'll be paper space or not, because again, it's always paper space. Sample pentagon. So, flare spire, here's the problem. Holy moly, that is not what I thought I was going to render. Good grief. I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at my phone trying to read a message. What the heck? I was expecting it to be the United States Department of Defense building, not bit from Strawn. What? It's a pentagon in 4D. I'm not allowed to look at it from another angle in paper space, unfortunately. Anyway, flare spire. So you found this auto shade. I should not hold that close to the monitor. I can feel the electromagnetic stuff. Anyway, you found this copy of auto shade. So here's the thing. We look at this, and then we can see 1989. That's 2 years before this. Compatible PS2 computers with IBM equipped with EJ display. So here's the, I don't know if it's going to be compatible. This is the problem. So I need to know if it works with like AutoCAD R11. M space gets you back into model space. M space. Oh, that might be it. Oh, okay. Let's pick a weird side angle. That it wasn't weird enough, I think. If that works, go back to shuttle? Yeah. It did slightly change it. It's still drawing the paper thing, though. It's like the M space. Yeah, this is weird. Model space? Already in model space. Okay. Well, now, yeah, I think we should go back to shuttle. I don't know if that is compatible. I would love to know. To CHM? I don't know what you mean, CHM. Computer History Museum? Because their stuff is usually useless. Yeah, no, they won't do that. What version? So they have version 2. Yeah, so no offense to them, because I'm kind of the same way. You can't take something in and then just like rip it and make it available to people. So in that instance, I would basically need to have a 501c3 myself operating as an archive, and then I need to contact them as a researcher to try and get a copy for research purposes. It is possible to do it through official channels, but they don't want to do that kind of thing through unofficial channels, because then they're just doing software piracy. So it's a little more difficult in that way. Ben, though, if you want to look in TT Live and make me spend $100 by figuring out whether or not that would work with my copy here, you have the opportunity to. While I quit and go back to shuttle and see if we can figure out how to do this. Edit, sample, shuttle. On it, give me a few minutes, okay. Surely this is the official Tech Tangents channel. I mean, it is, but that is a for-profit, let's call it endeavor. And that is exactly the kind of thing that you cannot give resources to for free like that. Might also want the tile mode, set it to 0 to switch back to a single viewport. Okay, we can try that. I could try clicking MView now and setting that to 0 as well. I think it's so cool how it does it on all 3 images at once. Okay. So display M view. I'm just curious. I'm going to click it. Oh, okay. M view off. What does that do? Tile mod. We are in 0 or it's already 0. M space. So this is model space. That's cool. It's got a little orthogonal indicator down there. So then this must be for perspective. Seems to be AutoShade 386 version supports 8514 explicitly. References. So that kind of thing is important to know as well. Yeah. Diego, never, because there's no air for airplanes. Yeah, so that's the crawler, that's the fuel tank, and then these are the boosters. I think that's fuel tank, pretty sure. Maybe I'm wrong. It said space plane. Well, again, same thing, not a plane. There's the plane part is the wings with the airfoils. Yeah, megabytes. If you're correct there, will have to be a specific version. It's a good find, Flare Spire, no matter what. But that's part of why it's so difficult. Is I have to pick the one that I'm targeting, and right now I'm targeting AutoCAD 386 R11. Display. Plan view world? I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just having fun. Enter. Fract init might be another neat demo. I can try that. Wait, is that a file in this? It's not. What is that? I think I just put this image over here, but rotated. I was not expecting that. So being in model space here, I can pick which one of these I want to work in. And then I think what I can do is I can go here and then I can change the angle. So I can pick right side and then I can pick my spot. Pointing in perspective view not allowed here. Okay, so I think I gotta do this. That's not as fun to look at. Let's display 3D view, and then we'll pick intermediate, and then, I don't know, 60 seemed kind of good. That will be nice. Oh, this might be the booster side, actually. Yeah. I wish I knew how to make that the main view. Zoom window. First corner. Oh, okay, interesting. Well, hold on, I know how to do this. Display, zoom window. We're gonna focus on the shuttle itself. Oh, that's so cool. That's really cool. Zoom V max. Okay, so that shows the whole document, I think. There we go. Wait, not really? I think it increased the size of the document. Oh my gosh. We made it fit. This is so much better. Yay! Here, let's zoom in from here. This seems like a great idea. Here we go. Zoom window. We're gonna go from here to there. There we go. It's perfect. I like the tracks in the background. Oh gosh. Well, that's a mess. Revision history section of the manual which outlines changes between major AutoCAD releases, includes features to be removed in the next version, so get ready section. That's hilarious. But man, that sure is a lot of lines. I gotta say, 8514 does a really good job of drawing. Also, I wonder... Oh, I know. Ooh. Yeah, that's actually kind of interesting. I wonder how it's drawing the cursor. It must be doing some kind of modification to the pixels to change them, rather than just like overwriting or something. Okay. Let me go to the other options here. Yeah, nozzle. I think we want to look at whatever nozzle is. That could be interesting. So we're going to quit. Definitely don't want to save. Slightly overwhelming looking. That's because it was horrible. Yeah, don't worry. Sample nozzle. Oh, I hope this is 3D. There's no way it is, though. Nah, there's no way that's 3D. That's cool, though. That would be a good one to plot. Man, it's so fast now. 3D viewpoint. Wait, what? It is 3D. I was not expecting this. Or is it 3D? Did I just rotate the image? Is that all I did? Well, let's pick a completely different one. So we picked that one. So let's pick this. It's a flat plane in the 3D image. I feel like we just activated mode 7 in this. Paint remove, you rem EMM 386 out of your config sys, and don't forget to place your... Yeah, definitely that. Yeah, all that will be after. AutoCAD is mainly for 2D drafting. Yeah, it definitely is. What a weird F-Zero track, exactly. Okay, let me see if there's anything else. So there's a bunch of tablet ones in here. Oh, I know what those are. How did I not think of that? Quit. Yes. So if we opened sample tablet, let's go A. So what this is going to be is the insert that goes into your drawing tablet page. So in particular, this is actually, there's a little window that you would cut out of the insert. So this is for auto shade. So I should actually load a different one. That will be sample tablet, and that should be the normal one for AutoCAD. So this will be basically the same as the sheet that I got with the bonus package. Oh, it's cross-referencing other files to load in all of them for this. That's fun. This is so cool. So even though this is just a 2D one, I think this is one of the better ones, and we could do a zoom window here, and we could pick a spot in the document to zoom in to see exactly what we would be looking at here. So then we could do zoom dynamic. Ooh, that's interesting. I wasn't expecting that. This drawing goes faster than I would have guessed. I don't know what this is going to do. So if I left click in here, is this going to let me zoom in? That would be cool. Oh, whoa, that's weird. This is really cool. Oh, I think I'm getting how this works. Okay. Kind of mesmerizing to watch it draw the image. It really is. AutoCAD, the package you needed at least 4 megs of RAM for? No, that was for the scanner software. How does it like the hard drive swap space as virtual memory? Oh, it loves it. It uses it way too much if it can. So the way that you're supposed to use this is kind of weird. I did this completely wrong this time. Maybe I don't understand how the thing works. So right-click zoom, and then I want to go over that way. Huh, interesting. I don't understand this. Anyway, well, now it's going to take forever to draw. The little square in the middle right is where your tablet would let you interact with the screen space, with the cursor. All of the other things are shortcut buttons. That's how this works. Is that the first AutoCAD ever made? No, it's R11, which is a lot better. You really don't want the earlier ones. This one's bad enough. All right, I'm going to pick a different thing again. Exchange. DXF. Ooh, I didn't realize I could do DXFs. That's nice. Let's go back to file and quit. Let's pick something else. We have not done base plate, or you know what? Let's do chair 3D. It doesn't sound exciting, but maybe it is. Sample chair 3D. Okay, what kind of chair do we think it's going to be? Is it just going to be dining table chair? Is it going to be an office chair? Is it going to be the chair from Blue's Clues? You know, big old cushy one with the swirly arms? Let's find out. It did invent DXFs, but it's nice to know that it went this far back. Oh, it's going to be multi-view again. Ugh. Office chair. Oh, the worst kind of office chair, too. Yeah, that's the kind of chair that your boss gets you when they hate you. I wish I knew how to use this better, because I would love to switch over to view just the 3D model and be able to like rotate it and stuff. It would be nice. All right. So there's one I've been putting off that I'm kind of curious about, and it's menu tree. Because I think you can add custom menus, but I might be wrong. So let's find out. I'm just curious. This isn't really going to be like anything to do with 8514. But I'm just curious. Edit, sample, menu tree. Oh, this is online documentation. Kind of. Dude, I want to plot this and put it up on the wall. Good grief. Freeze all layer. Oh my gosh, it's so much. That's a lot of text. Yeah, switching to model space only affects the individual windows. I need to figure out how to focus on a specific window and then do that without it rendering all of the other windows. I at one point managed to get one of the windows to be full screen, but then it still drew all of the other windows. Yeah, I need my Canon, not Canon. I need my HP Draft Pro XL2 to be usable, and then I could plot this on like a 3-foot wide sheet and hang it up on the wall. So for now, what we can do is we can display zoom window, then we can go in here and get an idea of what this is actually saying. Yeah, so this is representing this stuff up here. In a way where, you know, we definitely just couldn't come up here and click it. Plot a refurb next weekend. It is buried so deep in storage, it will never see the light of day again. All right, I think I want to try one more time to get shade working. So we're going to load the shuttle truck, or the skate truck again. And then I want to experiment with that. Paul Guy, it is a full-size plotter. I'm not expecting it to be amazing, Ben, but it would just be nice if it could at least render as a solid. That's all I'm expecting, or would like to see, is to not just be wireframe. Okay, let's see if we can figure out how to make this shaded. Load AME. So I do have that. So secondary display is loading AME. So I don't know what that's doing. Enter the maximum number of AME packages for your users for the package. It's 1. Enter AME authorization code. AME has not been configured. We have to configure this. Oh, weird. Okay, let me get the disk pack because I think it might be on there. Where did I put those? Back there. So you have AME version 2. AME 1. So that's the AME disk, but I don't know if that's the authorization code or not. I'm going to guess not. I'm going to guess that's the version number for the disk. So let me see if there's anything else in there that actually, you know, says how to use it. Maybe it's inside the manual. That's performance and installation. Auto Lisp. Okay, hold on. That is advertisement. Advertisement. Temporary worksheet. Catalyst. Add. AME README. R11 upgrade notes. README for R11. README first. Then the AME modeling reference manual, which is sealed. And I don't know if this would contain notes. It's not like it matters. I'm going to unseal it, and we're going to see if there's like a sticker or something inside. Maybe this will tell me what my authorization code is. Oh, a genuine sheet of AutoCAD paper. Programmer's reference manual and just straight up reference manual. Okay, so is there like a sticker or something inside that's got my, ooh, hello, oh, that's rendered, good Lord. So in order to do that, you need AME, AutoShade, and RenderMan all together. Jeez. I'm not seeing anything. Wow. Look at that. They got some fancy examples in here. Jeez. Yeah, there's nothing in here for this. Please tell me I actually have whatever I need to be able to use AME. So AutoCAD serial number is that. Maybe I can find that on something, and that'll give me an idea what my AME code might be. Version 2 is concurrent with and same base system requirements as AutoCAD R11. Xeno assigned v1.1 wouldn't work with R11 because external program loads DWG file. Interesting. Okay. So I'm not seeing my serial here either. Well, that's kind of concerning. Version 2 came with RenderMan in the same box. One came with AutoFix in the box. Okay. I don't know where the serial was printed. Or if I actually got that. So this is definitely not whatever this is, because that looked kind of serial numbery, because it seems like it's printed after the fact, but it's not. Also, I know that it was just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but on the other one, I swear it was different. So former owner added some post-its to this. Let me look and see what those are. Watch, they're torn up pages of the serial number. So these are for editing text. And what's this page? It's eager to open. Font files. The other one is command reference for Windows stuff. That makes sense. Hello, Flaming Phoenix. Well, that's kind of confusing. I have no idea where the authorization code will be. Or if I even have it here, because it's seeming like I don't have it. Yeah, stuff doing some random pages. That's what I'm concerned about. To contact the seller? I bought this years ago. All right, well, let's just see what happens if I hit enter. Authorization code must be entered before proceeding. Enter the maximum number of AME users. Okay. Authorization code 1. Invalid authorization code. What if I just type in the other serial? 110-101-88125. Hey! Autodesk accidentally... You know this is old. I didn't buy this direct from Autodesk. Also, they would have charged me like 10 grand for it. So no, I did not buy it from them. Well, that sucks. I was kind of hoping that we could get that working, but oh well. Because the AME is for the 3D stuff. So I wonder if they got it shipped and then they didn't get the license, but not seeing the rest of the AutoCAD series. You know what? Oh, let's look at this. My Windows one is brand new. So whatever the serial number situation in this is like, that's how it would have looked in here. So maybe this will give me a hint. Now these did not come from the same seller. They're completely unrelated. So the serial for that will not be in here. So the floppies has the serial number. Let me look one more time. So these are the, excuse me, the user disks. They're completely blank. These are what you put in to actually boot the software on a 1.2 meg machine. And these are the rest of the setup disks. There's no serial number on any of them. R11 came with AME Lite, and full AME was extra cost upgrade. Okay, that would make sense. It is 88 on the AutoCAD disk. Never mind. It looked like 00. Oh, wait, what? Returning the auth code by post. Yes, but I would expect that to have ended up in the box. Anyway, let me look in here a little more, make sure there's nothing else. That seems serial number-y. That's right, they didn't have enough manual, so they put a piece of foam in there. Okay, so we have the README, and then we have this. That's what I'm missing. Bro, who cut a hole in the manual? So we have to see that. So yeah, I do not have the software license agreement sheet for this. That is what I'm missing. That is very unfortunate. Okay. Well, I'm going to have to figure out an AME serial number, especially if I end up trying to go for that AutoShade 1.1. Was there a make offer on that? I don't remember there being. It was expensive, but it wasn't horrendous, especially considering the price of all this stuff. Try to reverse engineer it? No. On the other hand, though, it looks like the serial number is probably going to be somewhere around the 100. What I'm getting at, can I paste the serial number I found on Google? 100%. Yes. Oh, that's completely different than what I was thinking. There was no way that was going to work, but let's try it. Yeah. So since this is what the DOS serial looks like, and the Windows serial just looked like that, but with a 3 instead of a 1 and the 110, yeah. Guess it shows the AutoCAD serial number of the rest because authorization number is derived from it somehow. Maybe. Anyway, what I'm getting at is, I could potentially set up 86 box and then have an input emulator just punch in serial numbers until it finds one that works. Because it seems like you do it as many times as you want. All right, I'm going to record an outro in case we don't find anything else that seems exciting for this. Because I think that's probably it. We're not ending the stream just yet, but it's not far off. But this is going to be the end of the video. If they never ordered the AME stuff, that would make sense why the manuals were still sealed. I wonder how you activate AME Lite. As preset limit, just recreate the 86 box. Well, I don't have a serial number though, is the thing. To put in, like. Should be a sticker inside the book. No, it's apparently, according to based on the other AutoCAD R11 thing, it should be a separate sheet. And it looks very similar to the AutoShade that FlareSpire found. So maybe the AME Lite menu option. File. Solids, AME Lite. Nah, that can't be it. AME Lite. Oh. Display. Wireframe or mesh? Mesh? Primitive construction only. Select objects. One selected, 0 found. It's doing funky things to it. Window? I have no idea what we're doing. I don't know what mesh is. Sol display, maybe just wireframe. Okay, that's weird. So I think we can either make it stupid or wireframe. Seems to be tied to the serial number, found some tutorials, keygens for R12. Is this not the end of the video? No, it's gonna be. There's nothing else here. The only thing that'd be interesting is doing it solid, but it seems like they don't want you to do that. So, all right. Well, I think that's everything I can do for now here with AutoCAD R11 with the modules and expansions I have. But hey, that is multi-monitor, command line on one, graphics on the other, AutoCAD on the IBM PS2 Model 70 here with the 8514 display adapter. That is honestly super cool. You know, interestingly, I don't think that that is running in 1024 by 768 mode. I think that that is actually running in 640 by 480 mode. Now that I think about it, hold on one moment. Wait a minute. Wait. Yeah. Because it's not flickering. Wait a minute. Menu. Advance. Status. That's 640 by 480. I was right. It can generate its own 640 by 480 clock. Ha! Suck it, internet. Root of it? No, that's better, because it's not running interlaced. Matter of fact, hey, you guys want to re-record this video? Wouldn't that be fun? We should do that. Like we could relive the glory days. We can go through it all, and it would be like it never happened before. We can have all the fun in the world because I can connect the monochrome monitor to this and the color monitor to this, and they'll look the same. How did I not notice that? Oh. I can't not. I have to. I have to. It looks so bad with that. Oh. Oh well. Well, on that bombshell. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's fun. I love that that just happened. Okay, well. Yeah, that's gonna be it for now. Outro. All right. So, oh man. Oh, that'll all be lost like tears in the rain. No, that's the prequel setup file or setup stage. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe that it was outputting 640 by 480 the whole time. And I could have just had it connected with same monitors. Ah! We find out that this thing would actually work. The current consensus is maybe. So, yeah, all right. We're not done with this yet. I'm gonna see if I can find out a way of doing AME maybe. And then, you know what? It doesn't matter. Actually, you know what? Yeah, whatever. We're not gonna, I don't think I'm gonna try and re-record it. I'm gonna just do a little thing at the end that says I could have done that and I feel stupid because, yeah. All right, you should keep an eye on local Craigslist for free to go to home. Stupid IBM PS2, stupid AutoCAD, stupid 8514, stupid, yes, you should, yes. Yeah, that is the problem. I could have done that, yeah. Anyway, I gotta wrap up the stream, or the music will cut me off. All right, we'll see if we get back to this or not. I don't know. I may change my mind. But that's gonna be it for now. If you guys enjoyed this stream, you may want to follow to be notified when I go live again next. If you want to help support the channel, you can find me on Patreon. But for now, or get a shirt like this one. That's the other thing. But that's it for now, and I will see you next time.